Hi there and welcome to Darlene's Creative Studio. Today is December the 10th. Just double checking, December the 10th. And we are going to go with our next Christmas prompt, which is number 10, Christmas Bake Off. Now I am not a baker, and I did attempt to make sugar cookies. I contacted a friend of mine and she gave me a recipe and I decided to try and bake. And it was a very long day and a lot of frustration, but I did manage to end up baking. And it was not pretty. I did make some cookies and I've taken little pictures of them. They're the saddest little iced cookies you've ever seen. But I did get through the day and I did make the cookies, and I was really happy that I did attempt it because I'd always promised myself I would try these sugar cookies that she makes. And Joanne, you do an amazing job. Her cookies are absolutely perfect. So I appreciate all the hard work that you've done over the years for our bake sale. Anyway, so let's get started with day 10 for our Christmas Bake Off. So we're just going to flip through our book, and you can see it's getting nice and full. And this is the page we're going to use. And I thought I'd just keep it simple. What I'm going to do is I ordered these recipe cards from Alicia's Infinity. And I started following her on Instagram, and she does watercolor pictures. She has a little calendar. I ordered her calendar. And she does weddings and invitations as well. And they're just absolutely stunning. And she does all these little watercolors. So I ordered these recipe cards from her. And again, I've ordered the calendar. I don't see it handy, but it's a beautiful calendar. It's on my Instagram account. I did do a picture of it showing that I received my calendar. And if you would get a chance to go and check out her website, it's Alicia's Infinity. So what I'm going to do is I wrote up the recipes, and I'm just going to put them in my book with some corners. And I'm just going to grab some of this paper. This was paper that I cut out of a magazine, and it was blank on the back, and I made a little Christmas list on the back, and I never ended up using it. So I'm just going to add some of this paper onto there as a background for these cards. And this is going to be a really quick one because I had a really long day baking, and I've got a lot of catching up to do. So I'm just going to quickly glue these in, and actually maybe I'll distress the edges. I did change my dauber pad. It was leaving little brown flecks everywhere, so I thought it was time. I laid it to rest. The poor thing was barely there. So I'm just going to quickly distress the edges of the paper. All right, and see if this glue will work for me. Yeah. And this was just in my pile. I had printed these off. I had a whole bunch of pages. I think I ripped them out of an arts and crafts magazine that I bought at the store, and it had all these extra little white pages that you could rip out and use for something. So I just saved them in my Christmas stash. Okay, so we're going to put that down as our background, like that. And then we're going to do the same to this side. I hope everyone is enjoying doing some kind of creative journal each day. It's harder when you have to do it for a video and post it and go through all of that stuff. So I really enjoy doing these. That's why I try and keep them quick and simple, so that they're just some quick inspiration for everyone. But I've been working on my Christmas puzzles. I'm now on Christmas puzzle number 3. And my husband sometimes comes out and says, okay, come to bed. You can't do the Christmas puzzle anymore. So I have to slow down, or I'm going to do like 5 different Christmas puzzles before Christmas. I have quite a few Santa. I collect Santa Christmas puzzles, or any kind of Christmas puzzle, jigsaw puzzle. And I really enjoy doing them. It really relaxes me when I've had a long day. So I'm going to put this on there, and what I might do is, even though this is a sticker, I'm just wondering if it would look cuter if I added these to them as well. So let's do that corner and that corner there. I know this is sticker paper, so let's pull this sticker paper off the back. Like that. And I'm just going to flip that corner up, and then what I might do is just stick the other two corners on here. So they'll stick on there. See if I can do this without sticking to the page. There we go. Get on there, and then these ones will go slide up into this guy. Oops. Put the wonky corner in first. He'll give me the most trouble. There we go, and then we just push that down. So there, even though it's a sticker and I don't want to use my hand, let me just get a cloth. Right there, that's better. You don't really want to put your finger on the photo. Close that. Okay, and then I have another one that's going to go this way, and I'm going to have it kind of come off the page a bit. So again, we'll peel the photo, if it will work with me. There, and we'll put our corners on. So anyone who makes sugar cookies and does all these beautiful decorations, and I'm sure they have all like the right piping bags, and I didn't have any of that. I was winging it full on. I had all the ingredients, but I was just winging it with a little tiny syringe type thing, piping thing. So it worked out well. All right, so I'm going to put this one right about there. And again, I'll use my rag because I don't want to put my fingers all over the photo. There. And then for the recipe cards, I'm just going to put them both together so that they don't get lost. They're going to be together. And I'm going to put them on the page here like this. And that way, if I ever want to attempt to make them again, which might not happen, I can at least take the cards out again. So I'm just going to put these little corners on the cards. And then just push them down. So there are the two recipe cards on that side. And there's my two little pictures of my cookies, my sad little cookies. I like to attempt to try something different, so that was my attempt. I think I'll just buy store-bought cookies, or hopefully Joanne will make sugar cookies again someday and save me some. But they were just, she makes the most beautiful snowflake cookies. They were blue with white icing, and oh, they were just stunning. I almost bought the whole batch when she brought them in for our bake sale one year. Okay, so we're going to take the Christmas bake off, and we're going to just put this across here, like that. And we still have to put our day 10 on there. So we can put the number up here somewhere. But I think it needs something underneath it just to give it some coloring or something. What if I put that sideways? Like that. And then at least I can put my number 10 on here. I think it's all one sticker. Yep. Okay. So there's my day 10. And then baking sugar cookies. Using Joanne's recipe. And I'll put 3 stars because it was a very good attempt. And then I'm just trying to see if there's anything else I can add on. I do want to do a little journaling card to write about my experience making these cookies. So I might actually take a little piece of card like this, and I'm going to cut this into a 2-inch strip, and I'm going to make a little tag, and I'm just going to stick it in behind here. So I only want it to be about that tall. So I'm just going to cut this down. And maybe 2 inches wide. Okay. I'm just grabbing my punch here. I have a punch that makes tag tops, punches the tops of the tags, and you just slide it into the little groove here. And I use this one a lot. This is Dress My Craft, and it just makes a pretty little tag on the top, and it punches the little piece off. So I will have a little tag here, and I'm going to slide this little tag in behind here. And that will be, and maybe I'll have that stick out a little bit, but that will be my journaling card for writing about my experience making these lovely, lovely Christmas cookies. I'm just going to add 2 of these little things to the top. Maybe what I can do is make a little pocket underneath, and it can just slide in the pocket under the Christmas cards. I might do that just so it doesn't disappear and I lose it. So I'm just gluing on these little reinforcement holes to give it some Christmas theme. Yeah, so if we take these cards out, right, and we can add a sticker or 2, and I might add one more just about Merry Christmas, this one, if I can get it off. There. Okay, so now I'm going to create a little pocket that I can put right there, and I might have a little clear vellum envelope that might fit that, and that would be perfect. So let me just grab my that one, and let's see what this one is. Oops, I'm dropping things. Yeah, these ones. I have these little envelopes. They're just made from parchment paper or whatever, and that can go there. So let's just put one of these recipe cards back, and we want it to stick out a little bit like that. So we want it to go about there. So I'm going to glue this down onto the paper. And these were made from, I think it was either tracing paper or parchment paper, scraps that I had. And we're just going to set that right about there. So now, and I like to round my corners. I just find if they're pointy, they get caught when you try and push them into your pocket. They get caught on the edges. It's so much easier when the corners are round, it just slides in. So that'll go there, and then we'll put our recipe cards back, and I'll put them back together. And these are really nice and thick cards. It's pretty heavy duty cardstock that she's used. I think I'll do the tops first. There we go. Then you just bend it and poke your little corners in and slide under. So there's my Christmas Bake Off, day 10. Quick and easy. Just wanted to get my little photos in of my sad looking cookies and my day in there, and then baking sugar cookies using Joanne's recipe. And I wrote out Joanne's recipe. She emailed it to me. She was very good and typed it out. And then I have my little journal card, and I will write about my day of baking, so that when I close the book, this little tab will stick out a little bit, which is kind of cute. So we'll go back to our calendar, And we'll mark this off as complete. And I'm going to draw one of my cookies. And it probably looks as sad as my cookie does. So there we go. Day 10 is complete. Quick and easy, really fast, but I wanted to make sure I got in my baking day in there. Thanks so much for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow. Bye for now.